Gонзага.
Gabriel Gонзага is an enormous man.
He came in like a beast, knocking out Mirko Cro Cop with the kick to the head.
He's got skills in all areas. He's got knockout power, both in his hands and his feet.
That's what I'm talking about with those leg kicks.
If he opens space, I'm gonna kick him. If he opens space, I'm gonna punch him. If he opens space, I'm gonna submit him. This is my goal, finish the fight.
What we know about Shane Carwin is he's got vicious knockout power in his hands.
When you hit as hard as this guy does, a lot of times you don't have to go to the second or third round.
Gonzaga's a heavy hitter. I'm a heavy hitter. You're looking at two huge heavyweights that are going to clash inside the octagon.
You could feel the thud in your feet when he was punching Neil Wayne in the head.
There's a trigger that goes off. It's no more a Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to be in Gonzaga's face this entire battle.
This is it. Shane Carwin pounding away.
And by the end of the fight, when I knock him out or submit him, he's going to be laying there not knowing what happened.
Gонzага and Carwin, 10-3 and 10-0. The winner of this fight immediately catapults up to the top of the heap.
Top contender in the UFC heavyweight division.
Moving to the top of the division means, you know, my ultimate goal to become the champ of the UFC.
My goal with this fight is finish the fight as soon as possible because I need this title shot again.
This is a fight that the world's going to find out who Shane Carwin is. They're going to find out what type of heart and determination I have as a fighter, how explosive, how powerful I am.
I'm gonna punch him, I'm gonna kick him, and I'm gonna win this fight in a spectacular way.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Unbeaten, 10-0, Shane Carwin, born and raised in Colorado, now fighting out of Denver. Training on a regular basis with Nate Marquardt, transferring over to that man, Greg Jackson, and the team in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Joe, he went 2 minutes and 11 seconds in his first fight. The longest a fight has lasted since then in his mixed martial arts career is 1 minute and 41 seconds.
There is a lot of hype and a lot of hope on the shoulders of Shane Carwin. He's a gigantic guy, big, powerful wrestler with big punches and a great training camp. And you know what? You add all those things together, and with success, he's a top contender. He's got to get past this guy, though, and Gabriel Gонзага. Gabriel Gонзага is a huge test to Shane Carwin. Everybody that Shane Carwin has faced so far, he's ran right through. But if you look at those guys on paper, I mean, Christian Wellis, he's a tough fighter. You know, Josh Hendricks, Justin McCall, they're all good guys, but they're not at the level that Gabriel Gонзага is. So this is a very unique test for him.
Two-time All-American in football, two-time All-American in wrestler, actually played in the 1998 Senior Bowl, had a tryout with the Philadelphia Eagles. We know one thing, body type-wise, Carwin might be the closest to the present-day champion right now, Brock Lesnar. He's a big heavyweight like Gонzага, like Frank Mir, like Brock Lesnar.
Well, he is actually the guy that Randy Couture brought in to help him prepare for Brock Lesnar because of that very reason.
Shane Carwin, all his wins by TKO, knockout, or submission. His last 5 fights have lasted 31, 29, 49, 44, and 91 seconds.
He's got a massive amount of potential, and a lot of questions are going to be answered tonight.
He will be the first to admit he still has a lot to learn, but everyone will have to admit that he is a true contender if he can defeat Gонzага here tonight at Nationwide. Couture. He lost the fight, but he broke Randy's arm with a kick in the process. Disappointment against Fabricio Verdum, but since that point, Gonzaga has come back strong. 2 wins, both in the very first round.
And those two guys, it's very significant because those are the only two guys to ever defeat him. Fabricio Verdum beat him twice, and Randy Couture beat him once. And he was beaten both times by guys who are superior grapplers. Guys who were able to take him to the ground, hold him down, control him, and pound him out. And both guys did just that. It's an interesting thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts when you get a big guy like Gонзага, not used to fighting off of his back.
Гэбриэл Gонzaga steps in to the Harley-Davidson prep point. Gonzaga is good at everything. He is nowhere, though, as you said, near the pure wrestler that Carwin is. So you can see a lot of different scenarios in this fight. Is Gonzaga the superior striker? I mean, he is the guy who knocked out Mirko Krokop. And if the fight does go to the ground, could he actually catch Shane Carwin with one of those black belt submissions?
Well, if he gets on top of Shane Carwin, Shane's going to be in some trouble. But I think if Shane can get Gonzaga on his back, he can put Gonzaga in trouble. Standing up, either one of these guys can knock each other out. If Carwin connects, Gonzaga's in trouble. If Gonzaga connects, we all know that he puts people to sleep.
He has never gone the distance as a professional. Гэбриэл Gonzaga, the former top contender in the UFC's heavyweight division, against Shane Carwin. Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture, all in attendance to watch this tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight matchup is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. The Brazilian is 5 years younger than the American. Carwin will have a significant reach advantage. And look at this, Joe. Officially at the weigh-ins, separated by just 2 pounds. With the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by BSN, the world leader in physique, performance, and energy supplements. Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com and fulltiltpoker.net, where you can learn, chat, and play with the pros. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a perfect professional record of 10 wins with no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 259 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Shane Carwin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 10 wins with 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 257 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Ludlow, Massachusetts, by way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Gabriel Gonzaga! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Murgliata.
All right, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the locker room. You both understand the rules. Want to have a nice, clean fight, come out, touch gloves, go to your corners.
The veteran, he's seen it all. Gabriel Gonzaga. Could this man truly be the next big thing? Don't forget Cain Velasquez right in the mix in the heavyweight division as well.
Don't forget Czech Congo.
Are you ready?
Oh, man, how good did he look last fight? First round of this fight brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net, where you can learn, chat, and play with the pros. White and red trunks for Shane Carwin. Black trunks for Gabriel Gonzaga.
Gonzaga has big leg kicks. Carwin immediately looking to take this fight to the ground.
Carwin.
Good movement by Gonzaga.
Yep, Carwin pushing forward.
Gonzaga looking very calm. Good right hand by Gonzaga, and another one.
Again.
Carwin's in trouble. His eyes just rolled there, Mike. He was looking right this direction. And as we said before, if Gonzaga can take him to the ground, and he does. Wow, this is big. Gonzaga on top of you. He's got a heavy ground game.
And he passes to the mount more often than any other position.
He is a world champion black belt, very solid Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game, especially on top.
One of the most effective guard passers in UFC history, Gonzaga. Back up, though, is Carwin.
Carwin back to his feet, but he looked a little stiff in the stand-up, and he's getting... Oh, he sat down! Gonzaga's out! Whoa! Huge victory for Shane Carwin!
Knocks out Gabriel Gonzaga!
Gonzaga is still unaware of what happened. In the exchange, out of nowhere! Wow! You know what's really impressive about this? He overcame adversity before that knockout.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
Here it is again. Gonzaga hurt him with a right hand. Look at this. Oh! I mean, that was a short right hand, too. Let's see that one more time. It was a short distance. It was in the exchange. Gonzaga's chin was straight up in the air. Let's see it again. Look at that. Boom! That is a short right hand, and that is big power. When a guy can knock a big guy like Gonzaga out with a punch like that, that says a lot.
He did rotate his hips.
Look at this.
He just
again.
threw the hand. Watch, Joe. Boom!
Man, that's power. The only guy with gloves that are bigger than Brock Lesnar's.
Nepal knocked out by Shane Carwin. Hello, Shane Carwin. Welcome to the very crowded UFC heavyweight division. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declared the winner by knockout, Shane Carwin.
Can you say legit? Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with Shane Carwin. First of all, Shane, congratulations and welcome to the top of the heap at the heavyweight division.
Yeah, baby.
Now, that was a really exciting fight, and it looked like he had caught you a couple times in there. Give us your thoughts on how it all went down.
Yeah, you know, right off the bat, Gabe caught me a couple times. My head's a little extra thick, so I was able, you know, come back with it right there. Just refocus, get after him.
Now, take a look at the knockout punch, a very short right hand that you hit him with, and it just shows what kind of power you pack here.
Yeah, you know, that's something that we worked on all camp. Coach Whitman keeps bringing my boxing up, man. Just keep working on things.
Well, an awesome performance against one of the top contenders in the division, and immediately vaults you to the top of the heap. You've got to be happy about this.
Amen, brother.
Congratulations, Shane Carwin, ladies and gentlemen.
Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir, and now Shane Carwin, right at the top of the list, along with Cain Velasquez and Czech Congo, and don't forget the legends Randy Couture and Minotauro Nogueira. Huge win tonight, by far the biggest win of Shane Carwin's mixed martial arts career.